So Tony is going to extend the shutters.
So how far from the bottom?
So Tony is going to alter these in his workshop. It's lovely weather today.
Yes.
Having a little bit of an Indian summer that we didn't get in the summer, aren't we?
Yes.
Just for a couple of days.
I'm going to put a bit of timber on here, bolt it through with coach.
Ah!
Here.
So this is you making the grooves in it to make it look similar. But they're not actually. That's a lovely mulch. So Tony's going to tip this out and see if I manage to get any sweet potatoes out of this one. What do we reckon, Tone?
I've no idea.
Oh! Oh! I can see sweet. This is going to. So come with me down to the river. I like to. Tony's replaced the window with the doors. Now the shutters obviously are the wrong size, and we do want to leave the shutters, although we probably will never close them. So Tony is going to extend the shutters.
So how far from the bottom do you want it?
Well, is that floor level?
Well, that's 735 there.
Yeah.
735 there, it's pretty much the same.
I'm talking about the concrete. Is the fact that if you move them, how far off of the floor do we want them?
That's what I'm
and
saying.
You don't want them getting wet.
No, you don't.
And soaking up water. So I would say an inch off of the floor.
735.
About as wide as that step. This is not the finished step, by the way, but
700 there. So it's there.
yeah, a bit down a little bit. That's what I said about where the step is.
710.
So Tony is going to alter these in his workshop. It's lovely weather today.
Yes.
Having a little bit of an Indian summer that we didn't get in the summer, aren't we?
Yes.
Just for a couple of days anyway.
I'll give you a pencil so I can mark them up. Right, cutting this board to it, which come off one of the old doors, funny enough.
Ah, yeah, this is what we had boarded over the old kitchen door when the glass broke, wasn't it? We had one on each side. So you gained two wooden panels, which Tony is now using.
I'm extending these for nothing.
Yeah.
Which is good. So I'm going to put a bit of timber on here, bolt it through with coach bolts, here and here.
Okay.
And then use this timber to extend them out 700mm.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to extend this through, this stop.
Okay.
Coach bolt that on. And then I'm going to turn over and then route these lines on the other side of this so it looks as if it's individual panels.
Brilliant. You are clever, Bunny.
Yes, we shall see.
So this is you making the grooves in it to make it look similar. Well, they're not actually grooves, are they? They're...
No.
Anyway.
It doesn't matter.
A lot of our shutters are made up of pieces and have had repairs, and none of them are perfect. That's part of their charm.
Certainly won't look perfect.
They certainly won't look perfect. So this is what Tony. So you've done a slightly different method to what you said.
Yes.
You've almost put legs on it. So this is the one that's in progress that Tony's doing here. And then there's one that he's already hung up. So I can go and show you the finished article, which is finished but not painted.
It's not painted.
Yeah?
It wants to be painted, yeah.
Yeah, we know it wants to be painted. Another job for you, Tony.
Yes.
And the finished article is over here. Notice he's lined up, obviously, the lines at the bottom. Once that's painted, with a little bit of filler in there, they'll be lovely. And I'm going to put pots either side of the door. Yeah, I'll show you all that when it's finished. Tony's painting the shutters. Let's go out and see how he's getting on. You couldn't find any filler, but I think they look pretty good as they are.
Another coat down the bottom.
Yeah, this is the first coat. Obviously the top ones already had an undercoat, didn't they?
No. So I'm doing this. Tone should be doing this.
Well, Tony Paint's not here, is he?
I know that.
He's got his own painting to do. It gives you something to do. It's quite a nice day out here.
Yeah.
These are just for decoration, aren't they?
Oh yes. Just frames the window a bit. The door to
Yeah.
door.
This is a grand entrance, Tony.
Yeah, that as well.
Well, it will be. It will be grand. Especially on the inside as well.
Yeah.
I'll get some beautiful curtains. But out here, I need to find 2 lovely pots. One for either side. We're hoping to find something at a Brocantes or something. But we'll see. It's a bit late in the season to put flowers, but we could have a hardy plant in them. And then plant some extra flowers in the spring. And we do still need to do something with the threshold, the step.
Yes.
It'll all come together in its time. Wow, Tony's finally managed to get a cut on the grass. He's had to cut it quite high up. But yeah, this is going on my garden. Where do we want it? We can put it on this end, Tony. If you tip it on here, then I can spread it all around. That's a lovely mulch. You can pull the duck out if you want. Pull the duck out of the way. Okay.
Okay, do you want any more?
Yeah, we'll have some more. I'll have some more over that side in a moment. As long as it's not got the conkers in it. But that's perfect. Look, a mixture of chopped up leaves and grass. Those bean plants are finished now, but I've left those in because they put nitrogen back in the soil. So they can stay there till the spring. And I shall spread this around underneath them. And pull it. Oh,
It's tied on.
it's all finished now, so it doesn't matter. Right. Okay. So Tony's going to tip this out and see if I manage to get any sweet potatoes out of this one. What do we reckon, Tone?
I have no idea.
Oh, Oh! I can see sweet potatoes, look.
Yeah.
Do you want to break it open, or shall I get my gloves and break it open?
I would, yes.
Oh, only little ones, but wow. Is there any more? Yes.
Right.
Result. And I've got another one to do, which is in the greenhouse. But that can stay a little bit longer.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to get my gloves and sort these out. They look lovely. Just tuck them to one side and we'll see if we've got any more. Oh, I think that might be it though. Oh, the baby ones. Baby, it's like a little carrot. Still perfectly edible. I'm actually quite surprised that there's any on it because the actual plant didn't do very well outside. The one in the greenhouse has done a lot better, so I'm hoping for better things, but we'll leave those for a little while. I think that's it. Not much of a harvest. But I did only grow it from a peeling. It's a little bit disappointing, but enough for a feed for me and Tony. They'll be good chopped up and roasted. Now this huge barrow full of lovely earth has come out of the sweet potato bucket and a couple of other potato buckets which I still had to empty. One only had a few babies, but the other one had some huge potatoes in. Anyway, this soil has been made by, started the potatoes off with a little bit of compost and then kept topping up the potatoes as they grew with grass clippings. So this has been mostly made out of grass clippings, and this is going to be really good to spread around the garden. Now I've washed the flowers, I've washed the nasturtium blooms, and I think there's a cup for it. It seems a shame to squish them, but I'm going to pour boiling water on them in a moment. Aren't they a beautiful colour? I'm hoping the tea's going to be a lovely colour. So I'm using this, it's a cafetiere actually, but it holds around a litre of water, so in we go. I hope this is going to be as beneficial as they say. So cover that with boiling water and then you steep it for 30 minutes. Now I know that that's not going to be hot after 30 minutes. Anyway, I'm going to give that a stir and turn it for 30 minutes. Doesn't seem to have a lot of colour at the moment, but we shall see. So I've covered it. It says to cover and leave it for 30 minutes, but I haven't put the plunger down yet. I also have a strainer before it goes in my cup, just in case the cafetiere doesn't do the whole job. So we'll come back in 30 minutes and see what happens. So come with me down to the river. lovely taste. I'm quite surprised. It has a really pleasant smell, a bit like the flowers. They don't have a strong perfume, but it has a really pleasant smell. It has a slightly savoury taste, slightly green taste. It's actually very pleasant. I'm very pleasantly surprised. Anyway. Not a strong flavour, but delicious. You should try it. I'm not an artist, by the way. I like to draw, but I'm not saying I'm really good at it. Obviously there's no colour on it yet. Not a bad start. Better finish my tea, it's very cold. Really delicious. I think I might have to go a lot more nasturtiums next year. It takes quite a lot of flowers to make that. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Until the next time. Tell me, there's something that looks like the Tin Man's hat on your bench.
That's it.
From the Wizard of Oz.
Yes. Anyway,
Tony's chopped up one of my skewers.
it's
This is a big meat skewer.
Yeah.
Was it like a big jigsaw puzzle?
Let's try another section here.
You come to help. Sensei. You know, that shelf is actually not bad to have, is it?
That's very heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, they have to judge. when they put the last piece on because they can't bring it back down the chimney once it's done.